Are you really scared about moving away for the first time? Well, this is the video for you. Hello, my name is Finn and I use they them pronouns, and I'm also neurodivergent. And I wanted to speak about how I coped with moving away for the first time and just give you a few tips on what to do if you want to feel prepared and ready. So the first thing I'd recommend doing is planning. Planning is so important so that you feel prepared on your first day. As Sun Tzu once said, if you know your enemy, you know yourself. And in this case, your enemy is your schedule and everything you need to do. But if you put plans in place, it will no longer be your enemy and it will become your friend. So the first thing I did was look at my timetable, and I figured out when everything was, and I quickly put it all into a Google timetable so that I knew what everything was, and I colour coded it and I put where all the rooms were, and I just simplified it so that it works for my brain. I also put all of the freshers events that I wanted to go to onto the timetable, and also accounted for some breaks so that I knew that I had time to unwind and just settle into York, but also I had time to get excited to do all the exciting events, if that makes sense, and make lots of friends. A very useful resource that I use is a thing called Notion, and on this you can pretty much do anything you want when it comes to planning. And if you're like me and you want to do things in your own specific way, then you can make it your own with pictures and stuff so that you're more likely to use it, and just make it so it suits your needs perfectly. For example, every single day I have a to-do list. As well as this, when it comes to planning, I made sure to make a planner specifically for university, so I had written down everything I needed to take with me and all of the tasks I needed to do when it came to banking, friends I wanted to see, just so I could transfer all of that and spread it out among the days so that I knew what I was doing every day on the lead up to moving out. So there's two things I want to talk about. First of all, DSA. DSA is Disabled Student Allowance, and if you're eligible for it, it basically gives you a pot of money that will be used to help you in your studies so that you have the extra support you need. And if you're eligible for that, I would recommend applying for it way in advance and planning it out so you have a meeting so that you can get the help you need. I would also recommend contacting the university disability team so that they know that you need help and they can give you the help that they need. At first I was really worried to leave my room behind. For a lot of people who are neurodivergent, rooms are safe spaces that they go to feel calm, especially in moments of panic. So leaving it behind was very hard for me. However, I decided to take small things that remind me of home so that I could feel a little bit better about moving. Hello, so I made it. I'm here. And there was a few bumps in the road that I'm going to talk about, but pretty much it was a very positive experience. As for the journey, I would recommend the night before spending a lot of time chilling out, just doing things that you enjoy. For example, watching your favourite comfort film or something like that, something that will just take your mind away from the fact that you're so nervous about the next day, so that you don't just spend all your time panicking and then wake up feeling horrible because you were up all night stressing out. Just go to bed with a clear head and try to do things that you enjoy so that you feel better about the next day. So I just want to say that it might feel very scary at first, especially if you're like me and you've not been away from home much or you're neurodivergent. However, there are so many resources that you can use around the university to help you. For example, I'd recommend signing up for the buddy scheme, because that means that you will have somebody to ask all of the questions that you need to ask. And if you're desperate like I was when I was struggling to find places where to go, or just upset and confused about what times things will be at with the schedule, I went to the reception and somebody helped me straight away and it was no problem at all. So I would recommend just always going to talk to somebody, because there is no stupid questions, no one will laugh at you or anything. Also, I was very worried about freshers. However, it turned out to be okay because there were plenty of quiet freshers events that I could go to. For example, there are a lot of mixers or like arts and crafts things that will be a lot calmer, so you don't have to worry about being bothered by loud noises and things like that, and everyone is totally fine with that. Nobody will pressure you, and if somebody does pressure you, then you probably don't want to be their friend anyway. Overall, I had a great experience moving and it was a lot better than I expected. I hope this video helped you out a little bit. Thank you for watching. Bye!